really doing a whole lot with that Jug.
And it's just a basic hero. You don't have last pick. You're not going to really counterpick the Razor. I do believe they might just pick Quap here. Okay. That's an Alone classic.
We should be loading into this one. We'll see if Egoboys can get it done with that Morphling. It certainly seems like an exciting play, and
it would really suck if he has to TP. If he gives up his life to iAnnihilate, that would be terrible. But Cara and Tano are also putting the hurt onto
oh my god,
Razor.
he got it!
They got
Cara, as the Warlock just kind of sneaks away, but Monkeys is more to
everyone.
He wants the lane control instead, but now here comes the TP in from Tano. They're going to try and give this a go. Alone, making it over as well. Can they get this one done? They're going to go in with a spear, but Jubei is here once again in support of his teammate. That is going to absorb quite a bit of this, quite a bit of the damage as Monkeys does end up timber chaining into that cursed crown, but it's still not going to matter. They walk away. That's 4 heroes bought, nothing gained.
And I feel like Monkeys can just walk right back down here. At the same time, Rises, who had TP'd back to base, walks all the way top and dies for relatively nothing. This is a terrible situation for Egoboys, where now Monkeys, he's fearless. And he would pretty much right now. I think Flea's going to have to give the jig up here in a couple seconds.
Yeah, he's running out of time. He's going for it, though. Oh, he gets it. The Vendetta hit into the burn, into the Impale. It's enough for the kill, and Alone. Flea's just setting up here, and yeah, they're going to go in. Cara gets hit up by the stun. iAnnihilate in with the Plasma Field into the Static Link, and that's just an easy second kill. KingTeka TP's in, but it is far too late to help out. He just needs to immediately try to fall back, but I'm not sure he's going to make it out. iAnnihilate hits him up, but there's going to be the arena into the spear stun. Where's the backup, though? Alone back into the fight, waveforming himself forward. He's going to morph himself into the Razor, going for a Static Link of his own, so really the bare minimum, and I don't really know that they can get this done, as KingTeka is going to get hit up in the top lane, and he's just straight up dead. iAnnihilate comes in with the Plasma.
Any more mana, he's not going to be able to get that Omni Slash off. It's a huge risk if he stays around any longer.
And there it is, Impale into the TP. Here it comes. Can they get him, though? No, they can't. Not just yet, actually. But the Chakram actually did clip him, and Flea's able to get it done with the Vendetta damage. That's just, I mean, it's not the right order, obviously, but they're not going to chase too much further forward. They realize, oh god, Alone and Rises are coming in. There's going to be the Chaotic Offering, though, thrown down, but I mean, really, what do they do here? They will take down Flea. Okay, that's a good, solid first kill, but they need to be able to get through the Wraith King here as well. They burn through the Reincarnation. He's coming back up, but Jubei is going to look to sort of roll his way in here, hoping to defend his teammate, while iAnnihilate will push forward as well, but the Omni is still going to be deployed. Rises can't get the kill initially, though, but now he's underneath the tower. Monkeys Forever, meanwhile, coming in on the backline, looking to dish out some damage with the Chakram, but stunned up by the spear. Pinned to the tree. Needs a little bit of help from Jubei as the Abaddon does come in to save him, but now Jubei may be in some trouble himself. He is going to be able to pop that ult, though, to keep himself alive. So Toobased falling back successfully. They lose Flea. They lose the Reincarnation, but they're able to sort of maintain composure here. They're not going to immediately
has no works of a Spirit Vessel. There's not even an urn on that team yet. The biggest item coming out, oh, they're setting up on Alone again. He's so low.
No, that's it. Easy kill for Flea. Once again, able to get it done himself. And now Cara, just like the last time, he's sort of lingering around here. He could be in some trouble as well, but there's no trees for Monkeys to Timber Chain to. So it looks like Cara should get away, but at that point, side. So that is a tier 2 taken down. Meanwhile, Cara caught out in the jungle. Nice play from Flea and iAnnihilate. iAnnihilate gets the kill, but
well, just barely got the spin off on the Juggernaut. But now, Toobased, all the lanes are back in. They're here. They're finally pushing down your tower again, and there's no rebuttal. I don't think there's any response. Boris is almost killing Tano top, and he's dead.
It's simply Toobased, my friend.
Boris able to find that kill. Good news, though, for Egoboys is that they use Tano's death, I suppose, as a bit of a distraction. They're going to be able to sort of regroup a bit in the bottom lane, but
and Monkeys still has the Aegis. They have to kill him twice. There's Alone. He became the Dark Willow, but Flea.
Stun onto Flea. Nice start. Can they lock him down, though? Yes, they can. Alone gets the kill. So they are going in with that Shadow Realm damage. It's enough for one kill, but they're not going to be able to get much more than that.
To actually take notice of him, it's probably too close. They're trying to make the play onto Jubei.
They do pop the ult at least, but the Abba's still holding on to a 20 charge wand, so they're not exactly going to be able to lock him down. They get the Cursed onto Monkeys Forever, though, but he's just too tanky, and even if you bring him down, the Aegis is right there for him. So at this point, I don't know. If you're Egoboys, it feels like you might be running into a trap. I don't think they want to push any further forward than this, and Rises will realize that. But Cara's too far forward. He cannot be there, and you see exactly why. He gets blown up. No Chaotic Offering for him. No buyback available either, but they're going to go in anyway. This feels like a very bad idea, as they are losing KingTeka. They're going to be able to take down the 2 supports at least, though, so that's going to get them some money, but KingTeka still on the run. Tano gets taken down inside of the base as iAnnihilate's able to pick up the double, and this fight really starting to break apart, but It feels like Toobased are still the ones sort of in control right now as they push in on.
They have to be so worried about what they expend, and if Cara ever wastes Rock, I feel like the game is just going to end very shortly after. Even Rises.
In a little bit of danger, has to get himself away. iAnnihilate, though, pops the BKB. He's just going to keep on charging. No one's there to help. I mean, I don't know if there was anything they could do, but the fact that no one's even in position there is absolutely horrible. Rise is taken down. iAnnihilate gets that one almost for free. And they're still going. Tano's going to get stunned up here as well. Can they lock him down? Yes, they can. Plasma Field comes into play alone. Actually got clipped by that as well, so he's momentarily slowed. He's going to be able to get himself away, though. But Egoboys just can't seem to catch a break. Multiple heroes down once again. And Toobased, they don't have the Aegis on the Timbersaw any longer, but I'm not even sure they need it. They're just going to push their way through. Tier 3 tower already taken down. Rax under attack, and if you're Egoboys, what do you do? What is the play here? Maybe they can get a Blink Arena, but does Alone have the follow-up damage? Can you actually land the rock onto anyone of significance? The fact that we're asking those questions and we don't have an affirmative yes kind of spells disaster for them just 26 minutes in.
And every single time, here we go, King Tekka, he may be found Flea, but it's just a Nyx Assassin. He's getting healed up, Jube's body.
Yeah, Jube comes in, looking to pop that ult, rises. Yeah, he's running out of time on the Blade Fury. He has to fall back alone, though. Pushing his way in for the damage. They will take Jube down, so that's a nice start for them. They need more, though. Flea spotted out by the Sentry Ward. Meanwhile, they get the stun down onto Monkeys Forever, but they're going to look for the easier kill to secure. As they do jump in onto the Nyx Assassin, they will bring him down. Alone, able to pick up the double kill. The problem is, that fight comes after they've already lost the middle lane of Rax. They're 2 full lanes down now, 15k behind, but signs of life from the Morphling, if nothing else.
And you do have a lot of money on Alone. Alone might be able to get something going, but at the same time, every single time they go to that high ground, it's because they find Tano somewhere, whether it was killing him top or killing him really behind that tier 2. It feels like it doesn't matter.
BKB picked up by Alone. Rises, meanwhile. Flea is sort of eyeing him up, but Flea has not quite been able to make the same degree of sort of aggressive plays that he was before. Part of that comes from the fact that his teammates just sort of, or excuse me, his opponents just sort of tanked up a little bit better as Alone. Jumping away from the initial lockdown here, but Monkeys continues to chase his way forward. The Spear, though, will push him back, pinning him to the tree. Alone, dishing out the damage here with that Shadow Realm, but it's onto Boris, who really doesn't care about it. And Boris is just going to keep pushing.
You had to use your BKB to TP out on Mars. They're probably going to eye up at least... No, they see the Roshan. They're not going to risk it. They're just going to probably force him to chase him out. And if Egoboys have to leave their high ground, they cannot. If they leave the high ground, they are going to get picked apart by this Nyx Assassin. They've been lucky enough he's been dying.
Laugh coming in once again as Toobased push their way into the Roche Pit. However, Egoboys are getting close, but this smoke is going to pop. Monkey's able to sort of break that play up while his teammates will finish Roshan off. Aegis Cheese and the Shard all go in their way as iAnnihilate will take said Shard, but Flea actually gets a little bit too far forward there, over in the west. He's going to be taken down by King Tekka, so that is a nice sort of pick off there for Egoboys. The problem is that the Nyx Assassin has buyback and Toobased have Aegis and Cheese, so it's a trade-off that I think they're okay with as they will push their way forward. Boris using the Spider Legs, trying to catch up. Can he get in onto anyone? As of right now, no, but Jube... that's a very aggressive push forward, but he does have the ult, so he is going to try and sort of keep himself alive for a little while longer, blinking himself away from the initial engagement, but here comes Alone, in with that Shadow Realm for the extra attack range and damage, and it is going to be enough to get the kill. Jube taken down, now Monkeys Forever. He's just sort of hanging out in the tree line, but he is going to get spotted, and I'm not really sure if he lives out of all of this. He's going to get hit up by the Adaptive Strike, stunned up repeatedly, Timber chaining his way out, though, but not going to be enough. Alone picks him off again, and at this point... I mean, the Morphling is starting to get a little bit more concerning if you're Toobased. You can't exactly afford to keep ignoring him here, as he's starting to rack up kills and gold.
And all of that sort of started with the greed coming out from Flea. If Flea is alive, they have to respect the Nyx Assassin. They have to respect that disable. But he got caught off guard by the Mindbreaker. If the Morphling didn't get a Mindbreaker, that wouldn't have happened. He would have got the Carapace off. He would have been able to... It's not going to be sort of an issue anymore. You are always going to have it available to you. You're always going to be able to become that Dark Willow. So that timing has sort of passed by. But Toobased, they were... losing a little bit of their gold lead, about 2k shifted towards the Egoboys side. But again, I don't think this Jug is going to do anything in this game. I don't think he has done anything this game.
Tano going to get himself caught out there in the jungle as he will be taken down. Toobased able to find that kill, and now...
The buyback.
Yeah,
that's actually a big problem for the Morph.
Kind of alarmingly painful for Egoboys. Normally, your position 4 hero going down is not exactly a back-breaking play, but now... they can't really do anything. They can't afford to take this fight. Toobased realize that. Monkeys Forever will push forward once again. He wants the Megas. Meanwhile, King Tekka in some trouble. Boris able to hit him up with the bash there as he did recently purchased up that Skull Basher. And that is going to be King Tekka taken down. He does have a buyback, though, so he can get himself back into it. Tano has returned to the fight as well, but alone. Actually getting stunned up here. He's dropping dangerously low, and they get him. There's no buyback on that Morph. He's short 1,200 gold, and without him, I don't think they can hold. Mars is going to get hit up here, dropped low, taken down. That might just be the end of the game as Cara trying to send that golem in, but it's just not going to do any good. The golem will fall. Tano is going to try to TP back, but the TP will be canceled. Cara falls. Tano dead as well, and that's it. GG will be called, and Toobased will take it.
And they were sort of clawing their way back there from the Egoboys side, but you just didn't press your BKB on Morph. I don't know. You sort of see him as soon as that game was